Looking for an adventure in Egypt? Look no further as we bring you the top 10 things to do in Egypt. From exploring the magnificent Pyramids of Giza and visiting the ancient temples and tombs of the Pharaohs to scuba diving in the Red Sea, there's something for everyone in this beautiful country. If you're curious to know more, read on as we take you on a journey through the top 10 things to do in Egypt, so you can start planning your next adventure today. Make sure to stay with us till the end as you are going to love our number 1 pick. Visit the Pyramids of Giza. The majestic Pyramids of Giza in Cairo are unquestionably at the top of any list of Egypt's tourist attractions and serve as a reminder of the nation's historic architectural brilliance. The Great Pyramid is the last remaining ancient wonder of the world, making it stand out as the top destination in Egypt if the other two aren't already breathtaking enough. I have to admit that seeing them up close and personal nearly caused me to pass out with joy. The Pyramids of Giza, as they are commonly known, were constructed between 2550 and 2490 BC, using only chisels, iron hammers, levers, and of course, tons of labor. They served as burial temples for gold and other valuables. The 3 pyramids of Khufu, Khafra, and Menkaure, constructed in that order, are each incredibly beautiful up close. Explore the Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens. The most famous necropolis in the world? Wait, is that really a thing? A number of royal graves can be found in the Valley of the Kings and the lesser-known Valley of the Queens. Moreover, these aren't just any royal tombs, but rather the finest examples of the 18th, 19th, and 20th dynasties, the New Kingdom. They were once packed with goods for the dead to use in the hereafter, but now they are tastefully ornamented with elaborate paintings and sculptures. That is one way to put things to rest. Kings, queens, and other nobles have designated these valleys as burial grounds for thousands of years. They wanted to keep thieves and raiders from stealing their goods from the afterlife. Visit the resort towns of Taba and Dahab on the Gulf of Aqaba. 2 small resort communities can be found in the Sinai Peninsula along the Gulf of Aqaba. The farthest settlement from the Red Sea to Egypt is Taba. This town is the busiest border-crossing town in Egypt because it is located directly over the border from Eilat, Israel. Scuba diving, swimming in Fjord Bay, touring Salah el-Din and Castle Zaman, and taking a day trip to the colorful canyon are some of Taba's top attractions. Dahab, which is a formerly Bedouin fishing community, is now one of Sinai's top diving locations and is well known for its windsurfing. From Dahab, you can dive at the Blue Hole, which is considered the world's most hazardous diving site. Visit the Temple of Edfu. The Temple of Edfu, which has a remarkable entrance, is located on the banks of the Nile between Luxor and Aswan. The Ptolemaic Temple, which was constructed between 237 and 57 BC, is devoted to Horus, one of the most significant ancient Egyptian deities. It is extremely well preserved and has amazing reliefs, marvelous intricate carvings, and hieroglyphs. Even its roof is unharmed. 9 chapels surround the sanctuary, and its halls are adorned with holy imagery. The Temple of Edfu is notable for its enormous doorway, which is adorned with reliefs of long-gone pharaohs and is guarded by imposing granite sculptures. Visit the Pyramid of Djoser. The Pyramid of Djoser is the first truly enormous stone structure ever built in the world, and it stands apart from all the other astounding and awe-inspiring archaeological sites in Egypt. Its development was an amazing departure from earlier architectural styles and standards due to the amount of work and level of societal organization required. The magnificent step pyramid, which dates back to the 27th century BC, was constructed to contain Pharaoh Djoser's burial chamber, and it is filled with numerous tunnels and galleries. The magnificent pyramid, which is surrounded by colonnaded hallways, imposing chambers and courts, is located about 30 kilometers south of Cairo, is part of the vast Saqqara necropolis. Explore the oasis in the Western Desert. Go to the Western Desert to escape Egypt's bustling towns, temples, and tombs. You may travel to the oasis from here, which are dotted throughout the vast desert landscape with palm tree groves and freshwater springs. The Western Desert of Egypt is home to a number of oases. The Siwa Oasis, close to the Libyan border in western Egypt, is regarded as the most stunning oasis. It is also the most isolated, lying 560 kilometers from Cairo. Alexander the Great visited the location to inquire at the Temple of Jupiter Oracle. Amun's 330 kilometers from Cairo is the Bahariya's Oasis, are a number of tiny ancient ruins. It's common to combine a trip here with one of the White Desert. The Fayoum Oasis is a quasi-oasis that is situated south of Cairo, close to the Nile River. Visit Wadi El Rayyan, a national park with multiple waterfalls and artificial lakes. You can also visit the Valley of the Whales to observe the remains of fossilized sharks, whales, and other creatures that lived millions of years ago. The Karnak Temple Complex, marvel. The second largest temple complex in the world is located at Karnak Temple. Angkor Wat in Cambodia is the largest. Since the year 2000 BCE, further temples, monuments, and structures have been built to the complex. The Karnak Temple complex underwent additions from almost 30 pharaohs. The Pyramids of Giza are the most popular tourist destinations in Egypt, followed closely by the Karnak Temple. One of the top things to do in Egypt is this: the ram-headed sphinx-lined promenade, the magnificent hypostyle hall, the obelisk of Thutmose I, and Hatshepsut, and the stunning reliefs on the pylons are all worth seeing. Explore the past of Cairo. Egypt's capital is Cairo. Just when the desert changes into the Nile Delta, it is situated on the Nile River. Islamic Cairo is the center of Cairo's history. One of the largest collections of ancient Islamic architecture can be seen here. Cairo is one of the world's oldest Islamic towns, with several mosques, madrasas, fortresses, and tombs dating from Egypt's Islamic era, that's 639 to early 16th century. Al-Azhar Mosque, Salah el-Din Citadel, a stroll down Al-Muiz Lidin Allah Al-Fatima Street, also known as Al-Muiz, shopping in Khan el-Khalili, and Al-Rifai Mosque are among the major attractions in Islamic Cairo. In the southern region of the city, in Old Cairo, is where you'll find Coptic Cairo. The area's earliest habitations date to the 6th century BC. There are numerous tourist attractions in this area that date back to Egypt's Christian past, but you can also see a synagogue and the first mosque ever constructed in Africa. The Hanging Church, the Church of St. Sergius and Bacchus, the Ben Ezra Synagogue, and the Mosque of Amr ibn al-As are among the most popular attractions in Coptic Cairo. Go scuba diving and snorkeling. In fact, diving or snorkeling is one of the best things to do in Egypt because there aren't many sites in the world that can compare to the Red Sea's biodiversity and accessibility for tourists. Put your snorkel and mask on and take in the underwater world of Egypt. Use the onboard equipment or bring your own snorkeling gear and take advantage of the abundant time to float through the clear seas, through brilliant corals, unique fish, and perhaps even turtles and rays. This excursion includes round-trip hotel transfers from Hurghada and a delectable lunch that is served on your boat. River Nile Cruise. One of the most popular activities in Egypt is a Nile cruise. Since ancient times, the Nile River has been Egypt's lifeblood, and there's no better way to follow the Nile's march through history than to do so. Almost all Egyptian cruise ships follow the secure, picturesque Luxor-Aswan route, which connects two of Egypt's most significant cities. It can be exciting to travel down the Nile in a felucca. Sailboats called feluccas have been used on the Nile since ancient times. Although a felucca is not quite as luxurious as a high-end cruise ship, there's nothing like sailing in a peaceful vessel that dates back thousands of years. In conclusion, Egypt is a country rich in history, culture, and adventure. From the iconic Pyramids of Giza, the ancient temples and tombs, the stunning resort towns of Taba and Dahab, the Temple of Edfu, the Pyramid of Dosir, the Western Desert Oasis, to the River Nile Cruise, there is something for everyone. We hope this top 10 list has inspired you to plan your next adventure in Egypt. So what are you waiting for? Start packing your bags and head to Egypt to experience the best of what this amazing country has to offer. Don't forget to share your adventures with us in the comments below. Thanks for watching.